Boom! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Comeback Kids. This one is a solo episode. There will be no Sky, just Lance today. Who's this imposter?
That's kind of weird. Yo, what's up, guys?
Wait, Sky, we talked about this tonight. I'm doing the show alone. What are you doing
Ladies
here?
and gentlemen, how are we doing? Dude, welcome to the show. I hope everyone's having a decent night so far. If you're happy to be alive on a Wednesday night here for the Comeback City, let's get some ones in the chat. Dude, hold on, let me fix my camera. Can you actually fix it for me? I need more of this side, not so much of the... Thank you, buddy.
Hold on.
There we go.
Good.
Boom, ladies and gentlemen, how is everyone doing tonight? Sorry for the late show. Had some personal technical issues that we had to work through. Kaifo, thank you for the prime. Appreciate the love, baby. Thank you. Appreciate the love. Ladies and gentlemen, dude, we have a lot to get into today. I didn't think this... I was a little worried about this episode.
Did you see I updated everything?
Yeah, I was a little worried about this episode because I didn't see, so many news come, Sunday. I was like, okay. Monday, okay. Tuesday, out of nowhere, I was like, okay, we got something. Wednesday, shit blew up. Ladies and gentlemen, over the last, I would say, 24 to 48 hours, we've got a ton of news on a lot of different topics. I hope everyone's having a decent night so far. Boom, boom, boom. Nerdy talk, Minilo, No Maidens, Ram, Kragan, Trojan, Plummet, let's see, Mega, Moha, Scaldeer, Sir Dude. How is everyone doing in the chat? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A packed show tonight. Wow, packed house. You guys are going crazy tonight. Thank you. Appreciate the love. But okay, we got a lot to get into. I don't want to waste so much time. Let's take Big Cheese. Yo, what's going on, bro? Let's get into some of the news right now, ladies and gentlemen. No more talk. Let's get into it. But first, cue the intro. All right, it's time for the weekly cooldown. Your full recap of everything that went down in World of Warcraft this week, from blue posts and patch notes to class changes, leaks, and more. We're breaking it all down for you right now. Whether you missed a day or the whole week, click that Hearthstone and get ready, because this is your reset. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you guys heard the intro, man. Sorry, I was a little early there. Got a lot to dive into today. First up, big segment on transmog add-ons and a couple other things. First of all, guys, for the first time ever, by the way, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, coming in the 0.7 patch, we're officially getting, for the first time ever,
Okay. All right.
Shadowlands time walking. What do you think of that?
Now, depending on who you are, that's either or pretty sick.
Or pretty sick, right?
Pretty sick.
Okay, so we are getting Shadowlands time walking. We all know the zones in Shadowlands, the starting lore of it. Castle Nathria, the base start of Shadowlands, it actually was really strong. The problem was later on, the lore got all messed up. The patches took really long to drop out. And, just Legendary Ash and General Torghast farming was really boring. It was terrible. A lot of people didn't like it. But you have to understand that with Shadowlands, we all know there's amazing transmogs.
Yeah.
Really, really good thematic reputations and vendors and everything going through there. So, with that being said, hold on one second. Let me just make sure we're loading up on my my phone, so we're safe here. Hold on. I just gotta make sure everything's good. 1 second. Okay. Okay, boom. I have my secondary monitor going. Okay. So, prop this up. With that being said, going through some of these new transmog editions, we have some brand spanking new IDs and models and cosmetics coming to the game. Number one, does that look familiar to you, Lance? What is that about? What is that? Hammer of the Righteous Lightbringer. What is that? That's weird.
I think it's a hammer of some paladin, some no good paladin no one likes.
No good paladin, the Lightbringer.
No.
That sounds interesting. Could that be Uther Lightbringer, his weapon?
Uther the Lightbringer?
That's fucking
I don't think so.
insane. Ladies and gentlemen, Uther's weapon will be available in a couple different variants as well. We also have some tridents based on, I believe, Kyrian is the name. Some really cool Shadowlands transmog. Is that a polearm? A two-handed axe. Wow, very, very cool stuff. Really nice shield as well. That's got to be a polearm, crossbow, sword, two-handed sword, some good actions right here, and a bunch of other things that aren't, completely data mined yet. Some additionally cosmetics are going to be coming. Now, this is from, obviously, we all know Maldraxxus. Very, very good visuals on the back, some good shoulder pieces, as well as some mounts as well. These are all pretty cool. I don't mind these. This one in particular I thought was really, really nice. What do you guys think about some of this stuff? Do you guys think this is like definite buys? Is this yeses or no's?
I like the Zereth
What are we thinking?
The Zereth Mortis mounts are pretty cool. I like
Zereth
those.
Mortis, okay.
I kind of grinded out that backpack there from Maldraxxus already.
Did you really?
A couple of different colorways of that one.
Did you really?
If that's different from any of my have, I'll buy. But I've never used one.
Okay.
Never
okay.
used them.
Interesting. Either way, very, very cool. I like some of this stuff, guys. I like it. The mounts are fine. They're okay. I mean, dude, the weapons seem really, really nice, though. They do have a couple pets. The post guy. I thought that was pretty funny. Pretty cool pet here. But listen, Shadowlands Time Walking. By the way, as you guys know, they're also going to go through the Turbulent Time ways, I'm sure, as they do every season so far. And they're going to go through all of the Time Walking stuff. Every single week is going to change. To go from BC to Wrath to Kata to Mop, whatever, so on and so forth, until we get to the expansion launch. So it's a really, really, really good opportunity for us to get some transmogs and stuff. Really, really fun. Going now into the next one, we also have some brand new crafting recipes confirmed, by the way, for player housing, and I believe this is going to be either coming in the 0.7 patch or in Midnight. So we're not like 100% sure yet. Just specific profession player housing decor. Some of these, as you can see, we can go Nerubian, which we can assume this could be from Dornegal and, the War Within expansion and stuff like that. Dalaran Sewer, this could be, Wrathel Edge King. It could be a variety of expansions. Once again, another Dornegal one. Let's see, Valdrakken, Dragonflight, Gilnean, that
Cataclysm,
you
probably.
can assume, or maybe BFA too.
Will it show you what you need to craft it? No.
No. I think for some of them it does, by the way. Crafting Pog, no, definitely cool stuff here. Another Dornegal one, Forest Banner. So you can see there's gonna be a wide variety of like recipes when it comes to decor tied to professions.
Yeah.
And that's an absolute W. A lot of people are gonna love doing that. By the way, I think I have some footage.
You see what engineering's got? Home defense gadget?
Create a home defense gadget which can be placed in your house or sold on the auction
No, not
house.
good. Not good.
But either way, a lot of this stuff really, really cool to dive into. So it's going to be important to go across. Like, if you really want to dive into that stuff, it's going to be important to go across your expansions with the set professions you're locked in and level them up throughout all of them.
Yeah, I actually did that with tailoring on my priest.
Yes, I remember you telling me.
Only
about
one
that.
I'm missing, I believe, is WAD, because getting WAD professions up is pretty bad unless your garrison is up and running.
Very, very tough. Don't need professions. Already pre-purchased the best value hearth.
That's true, actually.
By the way,
Trojan, that's actually true.
By the way, he's actually right. Oh shit. Why do I need recipes when I can just purchase it? That's
or
insane.
you could buy a WoW token and just buy it all in the auction house.
True.
So there's that too.
Or you can pay for RMT. No, I'm just kidding. And then you all get banned.
Or you could buy gold, go into
Yes.
Classic, Era, not Anniversary, GDKP to Victory.
And then complain about the Elixir of Mongoose.
Yes.
Boom. Anyone play Classic in here? Elixir of Mongoose, insane. Here's the thing, when it comes to mounts, I mean, I do like some, but 9 times out of 10, I just end up using Cheryl's Charger. I back all the way. If anyone remembers the Mop annual pass back to that, you're wild, man. You're freaking insane. He's stuck on one mount. The balance of power with Legion remix right now is very, very quick to do, by the way. Don't forget, a lot of insane transmogs when it comes to weapons if you haven't done them yet. I know.
did this back then.
I did as well, but actually, no. I didn't.
Well, I did.
No, I'm wrong. I lied. I'm a liar. I did not do it.
Who remembers how much of a pain in the ass balance of power was, huh?
Anyone? Did anyone do this? It was the best value? True. That's actually very, very true.
Balance of power was a pain in the balls.
But a lot of really, really cool
you know what I
hidden
did it
artifact
for?
appearances, man.
I did it all for that Hunter flame bow.
Look at that holy paladin hammer. Jesus
Yeah, it's
Christ,
alright.
Natalie. I need all of this. I mean, once you just do it once, you get them all, right?
Yeah.
I need that as well for an assassination rogue. That's S tier. You know? It's a vial of poison in the middle, Lance.
S tier. If by S tier you mean
Shit tier.
it's Deep Dig Dolly Dumpster.
Yo, does anyone like any of these little cosmetics here? Little transmogs? Damn, subtleties is terrible.
Well,
Jesus,
their
man.
artifact was just ugly in general. So.
I thought that one was okay.
That's cool.
All right, I guess, man. The offhand's really nice, though, I will say. Either way, pretty cool stuff here. So definitely when it comes to balance of power, guys, do not forget this quest line. You can check out the article here, and I'll give it to you. If you're going to go in Legion Remix and try to do it, the quest line is in here. It's like step-by-step you could check out and follow. Very cool stuff. Additionally, influencer feedback add-ons WoW on console. So Ian Hazakosis had a little interview the other day. I'm sure you heard the whole fucking thing by now.
I actually didn't. Believe it or not.
What? My interview guy didn't listen to the interview?
Listen, life's been a little tough lately, okay? I don't want to trauma dump on you, but...
What, is it tough in the sack?
That's always the case, but, you know, like... I don't want to put my problems onto you in the audience right now, so... Leave me alone, huh?
Okay. So, anyways, Ian Hazakosis had a nice little interview. We're not going to watch the half-hour-long interview. I think that's very unnecessary.
You don't want to put it on real quick?
The whole interview.
Yeah.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Just let it roll.
Write it out.
I don't think so.
You guys want to watch a half-hour-long interview or no?
I think we'll get the TLDR. No priest updates on the alpha. Dead game. That's crazy.
Wait, are the patch notes up?
No. Is that true? Are they up? Send it. You're fucking... You guys are fucking crazy. You guys are crazy. I'm not watching a 30-minute video. That'll be the whole show. Dude, I'll sit there and react. No way. I'm not a reactor. Not yet, anyway. No, I can't do it. I can do it on my own time. Yeah, exactly. I agree. 100%. I regularly watch 4-hour videos. Hit me with it. You guys are fucking crazy. Dude, I can't sit there and watch a video that long. I got like ADD, man. Anyways, listen, let's move into it. What's the biggest evolution in the World of Warcraft community? World of Warcraft, the community has grown up with the internet, and the way that discussions have evolved has shaped how Blizzard speaks to the community, for sure. I mean, you gotta adapt social media and stuff like that. The importance and rise of influencers is something that Blizzard has to think about and take into account how it affects the way community thinks about games. Listen, perfect example. I remember we put out a tier list not too long ago, and they literally used our thumbnail as the tier list, saying community perception, and they put our thumbnail of a tier list on there because it is very true. Influencers have a lot of impact, and that's why I typically don't like to make videos just completely shitting on Blizzard. It's more like constructive criticism.
By the way, actually the hot take debate was almost, do influencers have too much like power?
Thank you, Cherry, for the 7 stream streak.
You know, community perception. That was literally almost the hot take debate tonight. But I changed it, so.
No, that would have been a really good one. That's weird.
Yeah, well, I changed it, so. All right.
Okay.
Better luck next year.
That's weird. Oh, weird. At BlizzCon, Ian speaks to a ton of people to get feedback on the game, and prior to 2016-17, you get incredibly diverse answers that reflect their personal experience. More recently, it's been someone loving the game for the most part, but listing off a couple of issues and within a couple of points. Ian would know exactly which video they watched and who made that video. That means, what he's saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that people tend to, what's the word? Like where they hear something and they just blab it out. There's a word for it.
I'll tell you what they do is they parrot what they hear. And they don't actually, a lot of people don't formulate their own opinions.
Parrot, yes.
And it's like the second there's, you know, a topic that comes to mind or something that happens, like, okay, I gotta go to YouTube, watch this person's video, and this person's video, and sometimes they'll take like an amalgamation of different creators' videos and use that to form their opinion.
Oh, drummer!
Thank you so much, man. That's
y'all are delightful. Appreciate your perspective and all the work you do. Much love, guys. Keep it up, drummer. Listen, every Wednesday, Saturday night, we're minimum doing this every week. I'm addicted. I love the show. I don't know about you guys. I literally can't wait to do the show every week. Every Wednesday, Saturday, I'm like, I can't fucking wait. But by the way, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are in the chat, you guys know the rules.
Gino.
If it's anything past a 10, huge in the chat. Huge. Let's get some huges in the chat, guys, for a $10 dono. Come on.
That's pretty
Gotta
huge.
give some huges.
That's pretty huge.
Anything over $10 deserves a huge in the chat. By the way, if you guys want to show some extra love for absolutely free, you can toss some primes over on the Twitch. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the love.
Gino, what I'll say to you, my friend, is we're going to talk about that in a little bit later with the news. So,
moving into it as well. So people do like to parrot. Lance is absolutely correct. Thank you guys for the huges. Shout out to Drummer. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate love. Thank you. It doesn't make feedback less valid, but it's much less organic and homogeneous. So
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous. Thank you. You know my pronunciation is terrible. An example of this is the Mythic Plus changes the War Within. The discourse around Mythic Plus beforehand was at the high end. Everyone was very anti-affix, and that became the broad community view. Even by people who weren't even pushing high keys at all, they had to realize that these groups of players were almost playing different games. That talking point has now vanished almost completely because it was being driven by the very legitimate and real complaints of a vocal minority in the player base who are writing the guides, streaming, and making these videos. What do you think of that?
So here's the thing that people...
Okay, so to break it down really, really quick before Lance gets into it, what he just said is pretty much issues that have never been an issue before are now arising because people are copying what high-end players are saying, okay?
Well,
and then they believe it.
Not necessarily just high-end players, but it's people who have an audience to listen to them, right? And then it's like their opinion gets sensationalized, and it becomes the narrative of their fan base, which, while seems like it's a lot of people, in the grand scheme of things, is very, very small, right? But they're very loud, and they're everywhere, and then it kind of spreads to this creator, and before you know it, it feels like that's the entire community perception when it's not.
In actuality, it's not, yeah.
What people have to realize is I believe the majority of WoW's actual player base is probably not watching very many YouTube videos.
For sure.
They're
For sure, I
probably
would think
not
so.
looking at guides. And they're probably not really doing high-end content in any capacity.
I mean, I'll tell you one perfect example. Back before we were making content, the only content I would watch is like gameplay content. Like I would watch like PvP videos and just chill out and casually play the game at a very casual, style. I only started watching videos because I make content now. You know what I mean? So it just kind of proves your point that like not many people, like casuals, don't really watch content like that much on the game.
Yeah, that's why personally for me, whenever there is something that might be react worthy from the community, I always watch it myself, formulate my own opinion before going in and listening to everyone else. It's mostly because I like to argue with them in my head and say, "Oh, this guy's an idiot, bro. This guy's an idiot."
Ram says it's always the vocal minority that has the most influence because they are vocal. I agree.
Yeah, because you're right. The majority is not vocal at all. They just don't.
True, Trojan. Is World of Warcraft coming to console? Oh man, remember how much heat they were getting? All over Twitter, hundreds of thousands of views, and
that's considered a negative.
Millions of views and talking and tweets and YouTube videos. WoW is shit, Blizzard shit. No, there are no plans to bring World of Warcraft to console, which, by the way, in my personal opinion, I think that's an L. There's no reason for Blizzard to hide bringing WoW to console, as they would simply just say it. The focus remains on the PC-based experience, and all the class changes are about reducing complexity, as WoW is a very complex game. Everybody knows in retail World of Warcraft, ladies and gentlemen, right now, in its current state, it's fucking overkill to try to pick up a class. You need weak auras, you need timers, you need 10 different guides to tell you and teach you how to play something. It's a lot.
You're right. And for the people who say otherwise, then maybe it's not complex and they're saying, I'm very good at this game and it's very easy.
Cool, man.
Well, that's awesome.
Gives a shit.
You're not the majority.
Yeah.
The amount of people who have definitely, I know for a fact, who have left retail to play Classic because retail is just too complex and they can't keep up anymore is insane.
Yes, I 100,000,000% agree. As a Shadow Priest, I have 4 different major CDs. It's like, it's so stupid.
I'll say this,
like
maybe
that.
it's because I've been playing Shadow Priest for so long. This is gonna sound very hypocritical. I think Shadow Priest is easy as hell to play. But I've been playing it for a long time.
The focus remains on the PC-based experience, reducing complexity. There's members of the community who celebrate that complexity, but there's a difference between having depth and complexity. The goal is easy to learn, impossible to master, and Ian believes that the skill ceiling is going to remain incredibly, incredibly high, which I do agree. By playing the classes on the Midnight Alpha, there is still a lot of complexity, and even the most simple of classes, like for example, Devourer has anywhere between 5 to 6 buttons max in its rotation, but it's a lot more complex than you think.
And that's if you take every single extra button you could possibly take.
Oh, it's not hard to play, but it's a ton to start up. Yeah. The last pruning 8 to 10 years ago was focused on button counts, and they mostly pruned utility abilities. That was Mr. Pandaria to WoW's Draenor.
Yeah, what?
The feedback they got, it was it really harmed spec identity and sometimes actually lowering the skill ceiling. Interesting. What they didn't do back then was simplifying the core combat rotation that all players need to do. They asked how many abilities are redundant that are usually macroed together and there's no deep gameplay to them. For sure. For example, warriors and how many offensive cooldowns they used to pop at once. Remember the one-shot macro by Swifty and Bajira? They would have one macro, they'd pop freaking all these buttons at once and they'd fuck you. They'd fuck you good. Okay, and that shit sucked.
I mean, I still macro all my cooldowns together if I can and call it the Swifty one-shot button.
That's kind of weird. Maybe you build a weak order, remind you use it every 15, 20 seconds. Is that really adding interesting depth, or is it just adding complexity for no reason? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of what he said is true, and I'll have to listen to this interview in my own time because, you know, a brief summary can only do so much. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think... And be completely honest, do you think this pruning for World of Warcraft to get away from the 0.5% to 1% of players is a step in the right direction? Or do you think they're making a bad decision? And be completely honest. Kill add-ons, all the add-ons. That's funny. One-shot macaroni, that's crazy. Gentle lovers, Bashir and Swifty, yeah. Can't wait to have some time to play soon, but always consuming the CBK content. Let's go, Dan. How we doing, baby? Yes, it is. I believe so, too. Anyone else before we move on?
Anybody else in the chat? Anybody else in the chat? Oopsies.
Let's continue. I think it's good, but not going far enough. That's crazy. Working toward appealing to a larger base will help maintain the health of the game. Bro, why I gotta watch a bald guy commercial when I log into what you're saying? That's crazy. It's great. Only problem is Ray of Frost. Yo, you fucking hate that ability so much. Every time I mention Ray of Frost, you always say something about that. You know that? What's up, Trojan? I think it's healthy for the game. I just hope they'll provide the good tool and keep their philosophy in mind. I do too. I do too. I think me and Lance, the biggest worries that we have about Midnight World of Warcraft heading into expansion is things with add-ons. It's actually not class design because I think they're going to get there and they're going to do a good job. We're mostly worried about how are we going to replace 15 plus, you know, however many years, 17, whatever,
well,
plus years of add-ons this quickly.
For me, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't
How we doing, Woke?
I haven't played with much add-ons this entire expansion.
Me neither.
Like, I don't really use weak auras besides just for like the class have my buttons in the middle.
Yeah.
Which I don't even need anymore with the you know, what is it, the cooldown manager?
Yeah.
But I know there's a lot of people who they need a lot of add-ons to operate their game. And for them, that's tough, but I think it's gonna be all right. It's gonna take an adjustment for everyone, but I think we're all gonna be okay.
I agree. Not for nothing, but I've never had more fun in this game than playing Arcane Mage and TBC. Arcane Explosion gave me more fun than any 40-button rotation. Now, let me tell you why that was so fun. What makes something like that so much fun is that if a button feels impactful and good to press, it's more fun than 100 micro buttons. So what does that mean, right? It actually proves the point on what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to make micro buttons that are currently in the game. For example, Storm Strike, Lava Lash, Chain Lightning, all these things, for example, like a class like Enhancement Shaman, they're pruning everything else and giving more power into abilities like that, giving you the ability to have that dopamine hit every once in a while, because let's all be honest, in retail WoW, there are moments where you're just pressing shit and it feels like nothing is happening. But then there are times where you're pressing things and it's like, whoa, holy shit, the whole screen is exploding. So they're trying to even it out a little bit and scale us back and prune us a bit to give us that feeling again. That feeling of, I can press Arcane Explosion and it feels good to press rather than just some bullshit filler.
As someone who has only ever played Mage in TBC Classic in whatever, 2021 or 2022, Arcane Explosion feels juice.
Yeah.
When you're in an AoE pack,
You're just spamming that shit.
yeah, it feels good. So I understand that. But I'll tell you what, other than Arcane Explosion, being an Arcane Mage in TBC and only pressing Arcane Blast, that blows.
Yeah. Real X Diver, I agree, man. Like, there's certain buttons that you just press that feel good. Wake of Ashes into Hammer of Wrath, or Hammer of Light, excuse me. And bro, I'm telling you right now, the second I tried it back in the War Within Alpha, things like that feel phenomenal. But we need more of that and less of bullshit. Does that make sense? Like, that's how you make a class feel fun. Like, you know? And by the way, Rhett is on the good side of that because every 25 seconds they get that, or 30 seconds, whatever the case may be. You know? We need more of that, not bullshit. Hellrain, what's going on, baby? What?
Hellrend, I think, I don't know if it's like a total relearn, but there's definitely going to be an adjustment period, and you're going to see a lot of healers.
It's weird.
Struggle probably the first phase.
It's weird, especially with Holy Priest and Resto Shaman, which I'm pretty sure are both your mains, if I'm not mistaken, Hellrend. Funny, I was just talking about you the other night on the show, asking about you. Imagine the people of fighting for Frostbolt spam classic playstyle before this even comes to a convo, and Red is the... Yeah, that's wild. I'm definitely going Guardian for Midnight. Oh, wait, are you serious? You're giving up on the Resto Dream? That's fucking crazy. Anyways, moving on. Peons and Hex Trolls, new armor models and stuff from Midnight Week 3. Obviously, it's not just about the Peons and Hex Trolls and stuff. Just some potential new models, armor, and stuff like that coming into the game, as well as new glow on tier sets and stuff. So a lot of interesting stuff here. I would say a lot of...
Those shoulders are in, like, too much.
Yeah, they're... I don't know what it is. I feel like every expansion you go through, the shoulders get bigger and bigger. Like, you go look at classic World of Warcraft shoulders, very proportioned. TBC, maybe slightly a little too big. By the time you get to, like, Mr. Pandaria and WoD,
at this point.
Go to Mr. Pandaria and WoD. It is out of control. It's out of control how big shoulders get. Now it's to the point where they're going down to his elbow. The shoulders go down to his elbow. That's not mathin'. That math ain't mathin'. New Peon models. Okay, cool. Twilight Blade armor. This looks awesome. I love this stuff here. I want to impale one gnome per shoulder. That's fucking gangster if you're a Horde player. Void Storm armor. Really, really cool transmog and shoulder pieces there. Love that stuff. And then new Warfront update glow effects, apparently, which is interesting to see. They're doing a lot of updates to Warfront, which makes me believe they're going to potentially do what they did with the, what was it, event? The Horrific Visions.
Yep.
Adding that into Warfront as a 0.5 patch sort of deal. Would you guys be upset if they took Warfronts and tried to implement it just like they did in the War Within with Horrific Visions into Midnight World of Warcraft with some slight changes and updates maybe? Would you be upset about that? What do you guys think?
No, but I could see them using this armor or something else, because look, because of its voidy, it could be something from maybe the new World PvP event.
Yeah, but the
I know it says
what do you
Warfronts,
call it? The item ID says Armor Warfront.
Because that's the same armor from the Warfront.
Okay.
But void, so maybe it's from the new PvP event. They're just gonna recolor it. I'm not sure.
Okay. Warfronts weren't bad. If they improve it and have good cosmetics, sure, why not? I tune in. You got a zoomed in picture on. Okay, all right, settle down. What's up, Koozie? How we doing? Good looking. Warfronts were trash. By the way, I don't think Warfronts are that bad, but
in theory,
but they do need drastic adjustments, in my opinion. Oh, excuse me.
Like actually make it so you could lose.
I also would like it if we can just go up against actual players too.
Yeah,
like
PvP.
If there's 10 players on our team, put 10 players on their team, have it a full-blown fucking MOBA mode, and let's go to war. Let's have some fun. I mean, wouldn't that be a great idea, ladies and gentlemen? Am I crazy for thinking that?
I mean, you could do that. You could also, yeah.
They were just too easy? Yeah, there's no fucking skill.
You can make the AI harder and actually have a win case.
Triple up their health, triple up their damage. I don't care what you do. Make it a insane event. You know what I mean? I want to watch TMNT now. That's absolutely insane. Sounds fun. Nope. Kragen's like, hell no, dude. I'm not doing that. Yo, welcome back, Kragen. Nice to see you again, dude. It's PvP. Terrible idea. Heroic tier Warfronts. Oh, shit. Could you imagine? They also have some really cool capes here. I've never seen these models before. These are new, right? Because I don't remember ever seeing these. Check these out, ladies and gentlemen. Can I begin as a new player in 2025? Absolutely. Aggie, if you need any help at all, get in the Discord. We'll invite you into the guild, welcome you with open arms, get you started, and we'll work on it together as a team. Trust me, right now is a perfect start to start playing World of Warcraft. The expansion's coming in a few months. Let's get you prepped up, locked in, ready to go. These are new, correct, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. Lance, check these out. You look right here, the blue models.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
3D model capes. Is that like, is it just a skull? Is it like the skull of like a Manaroth? Aggie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the love.
No,
All
it's-
jokes aside, Aggie, join the Discord. And if you can't join the Discord, let me know. I'll
That's
send you a new link.
like a man. That's like a.
It's just
a
a regular Aloha type thing. Okay, so they also, it's a shield. Well, this is a cape, but these are shields. So these are actually back pieces right here, guys.
Yeah.
These are capes that you get to wear, and then these are shields. So they have the same concept, but shields, and definitely Manaroth. When I first saw it, it looked like his skull and his frame and the tusk and everything.
No, those are like troll.
Horns are. Can you send me a link? I got you right now. I got you. Let me hide my Discord so you don't see my private conversations. No, I'm just kidding. Invite to channel. Copy. Boom! You're in there like swimwear. By the way, if anyone needs an invite into Discord, there it is. Get in there and let's go. Pit Lord inspired for sure. I agree. Has to be. But it looks great though. Either way, love it. Very, very, very cool stuff. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Big news, guys. I gotta change the music for this one. Hold on. We gotta change the music. This one's exciting, baby. Hold on. I gotta find something I like. Let's go with the Eco Dome. I haven't heard the Eco Dome in a minute. Let's go ahead, copy, paste to Reno. We got big news, ladies and gentlemen. Big news. Hold on. Let me get to it now. There's a lot to go through. Sorry. I'm only one man. Betrayed by the country he loves. Let's go. Boom. Okay, here we go. Next segment, ladies and gentlemen. On to the next, baby. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely official. BlizzCon 2026 tickets are going on sale this Friday. And guess what? The Comeback Kids will be there. Let's get some huges in the chat, dude. The Comeback Kids will be attending.
Who else
and
will
Lance.
be attending BlizzCon?
We will be there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do a Comeback Kids meetup. We're going to do the whole thing. We're going to hang out, walk around BlizzCon. We're going to goof off. You guys probably won't be able to go where we're going during the announcements because we're probably going to have the VIP situation going on and the content creator stuff. But we will be there, ladies and gentlemen, dude. It's going to be an absolute blast. So you have to understand the tickets go on sale this Friday, guys. And the early bird pricing is $250. So you actually save money if you buy tickets early. And it's really exciting, man. For me personally, it's my very, very first BlizzCon. Let me get some ones in the chat if any of you have been to BlizzCon.
Ones.
Lance has been to BlizzCon.
Big ones.
Has anyone else been to BlizzCon? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody in the chat? Anyone's in the chat? One-arenes, have you been to BlizzCon? It is my very first BlizzCon. And I think, guys, as a guild, I think there's nothing cooler you could possibly do. Like, there's maybe a few things in your own personal life, but to meet up at an event where, you know, a video game and your guild and your crew and, you know, one of your hobbies and stuff like that, you all meet up to a place to enjoy something that happens only once every couple or 2, 3, 4 years. Who knows how many BlizzCons we're going to have left, right? You go there, you meet up, you see everybody, you meet, have a little freaking brewski, you listen to the news, you eat some food, you chill out, you goof off. That sounds like a fucking blast.
Are we riding out?
Oh yeah, we're riding out. Not only that, we are going to be live streaming through probably a dual camera setup between me and Lance's camera at the same time. So we're going to be doing a little live stream action, and it's going to be really, really, really awesome. And I'm really excited. So if you guys want to go, you want to rock out, with some Comeback Kids merch.
And
meet,
if you
hang
guys
out.
have any other creators you want to meet, talk to me, and I will not have any way of getting you to meet them because I don't talk to anyone.
It could be good for you as creators to be there. Yeah, we absolutely, it is mandatory. So
funny, a quick story about last BlizzCon. Before we were even really making, we were making WoW content. We were taking a break from it at the time. I went with my 6-month pregnant wife. We're there. It's just me and her. And during one of the talks where they're like exploring the war within, because my wife was pregnant, they let us in early to the hall, and then they escorted us by accident to the front row of it.
Ooh.
And I'm sitting next to a ton of different WoW creators. And like at the time, the Comeback Kids were what? I think maybe we had like 20K subs, and we weren't even making WoW content at the time.
It was right before Sod.
Yeah, and right before the event goes on, they come up and ask, "Are you guys supposed to be here? Are you guys?" And I'm like, I had like a camera with me, and the guy next to me, I forgot what creator it was, and I don't want to say his name in case I'm wrong, but he looks at the guy, he goes, yeah, they're fine, and he's like, okay, all right, and then he walks away, and we just got to sit right in the front.
Prego Perks is
100%.
crazy.
Pretty sick.
He got front row tickets at BlizzCon
Oh yeah,
as a Joe Schmo.
there was
That's crazy.
Preach was right next to me.
Wow. Imagine
I think
that.
Belluar was maybe, I don't remember. It was everyone. It was pretty fun.
The Anduin Timberlake card. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's really cool. But that shit's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool. I mean, wow. So let's take a second and let's listen to this trailer. If you guys haven't seen it, let's listen up. Let's watch it together.
You can hear it in the wind. An echo. A whisper. A calling home.
It welcomes us. Not as wanderers, but as its kin. In search of a memory of what once was, where purpose ignites.
A refuge where warriors can lay down their weapons and join forces with one another. You can feel the power as countless worlds collide.
A new future with endless possibilities. A place to unite. To imagine.
To belong. Are you ready, BlizzCon?
Come on, dude. Are you kidding
It's
me?
about time.
It's about damn time. Dude, insane, bro. Come on. They're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of crazy to me that like some people can just, I don't know, like not stick by the, you know, the universes that all of these great games are actually becoming. Like, you gotta know sometimes, guys, it's better to just progress and keep moving forward rather than trying to stay stuck in a certain time. Because you'll miss out on things like this that'll change your life. Like for some people, bro, they don't have much. And like going to BlizzCon and seeing people that are like you, that love the same things you do, that have enjoyed the same stories you've enjoyed. Dude, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You don't get this anywhere else.
I will say, when I don't know. I'm pretty open about the fact that I love World of Warcraft. When I'm in public, I don't try to hide it. If I hear anyone talking about it, I instantly, I'll run up to you. But to be at BlizzCon, I remember I got in there, I'm waiting in line to get in, and there's two guys behind me talking about, they're kind of like, they're messing with each other back and forth. They're like, you didn't even get cutting edge this season, loser. And he's like, the other guy's like, well, that's because I didn't get to play. I had to work more than you. He's like, if you had a job, you wouldn't have gotten it either.
That.
And they're kind of going back and forth. And then there's this other guy here talking to, I think maybe his girlfriend, about Diablo. And it's like, to be around all these people talking about
epic.
this shit that I care about, it's special.
And
It's
not only
special.
that, like, you guys have to understand, like, like, I think we can all be honest with each other here. This has been going on for 20 years. World of Warcraft and Blizzard and all this going on, like, strongly for 20 years. And I'm not trying to doom or anything, but you never really know how many years you have left. How many expansions, how many sagas, how many, especially BlizzCons at this point. Bro,
Well, remember,
you never know.
a few months ago, we all thought Microsoft was giving BlizzCon the axe, and we might never see
Yeah.
one again.
Yeah.
Especially when we found out there was no BlizzCon this year. We're like, I remember seeing videos, BlizzCon done forever?
Yeah.
Is BlizzCon over? Like, no, it's not. It's coming back. And the fact that there was no BlizzCon this year, I think someone in the chat said it, but the fact that there was no BlizzCon this year, it was probably because they didn't have that much to show for this year. The fact that there is one next year, for me, thinks there is a lot of shit to show. Obviously,
What do
you know,
you
Classic
guys,
Plus.
first, what do you guys think they're going to announce at this year's BlizzCon, like coming up? Obviously not 2025, but talking 2026. What do you guys think they're going to announce? Do you think it's going to be a new IP? Do you think it's going to be something with StarCraft? Do you think it's going to be something with Warcraft? Do you think something... I mean, Diablo just happened, so nothing's going to happen.
Calder,
for
I do
Diablo.
think we'll get some sort of teaser or something for The Last Titan. But I did the math, and I think we'll just be getting to a 12.1.5 or something,
1.5 or 7, yeah.
which...
Leads us to believe that they could just reveal the next major patch as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. StarCraft looter shooter, holy shit, I'd freak out. Classic Plus, the Last Titan stuff, and other than that, I have no idea. Sneak peek at the Last Titan. It'll be WoW in the direction for the game after the Last Titan. Ooh, that's a big one. World of Warcraft next saga. I think the next saga. Wow, that's a tough one to reveal, guys, because revealing the next saga before one's over could kill the hype for
Yeah,
the
no,
current
you can't do
saga.
that. Oh,
I don't-
Trojan, I think that's a good one. My money is on the reveal of the
Ooh.
next class.
By the way, that's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could buy into that. I could. I'm hoping something with StarCraft, Warcraft, and Diablo, and maybe just an idea, maybe what they're going to do in the next Classic. Not Classic Plus, but just maybe an outline of what they're planning for it. I'm pretty sure they're going to announce a new auction house mount. Okay, all right. This guy. It's too early for the next saga? Yeah. I'm going to be honest, Lance. If I could have my pick at what's my perfect BlizzCon announcements, right?
Okay.
Perfect one would be we're floating around the final season reveal. So we would get the final season reveal for the Last Titan, or the Midnight expansion.
Okay.
We would also get, obviously, a Classic Plus announcement. Everyone knows that's coming. Everybody. I would also be interested in one of two. A brand new IP with something interesting, because you guys have to know, when a brand new IP gets dropped by Blizzard, I think, it's 4 times out of 5, they've dominated in those regards, whether it be a card game with Hearthstone, MMOs with WoW, what is it called, when they got into the, what do you technically call Diablo?
ARPG.
Yeah, I guess an ARPG. They dominate when they head into a new genre. For the most part, we can't really talk about Here's the Storm, sadly, even though I love that game, but I'd be very interested to see if they can make a new IP and see something happen. But that's just one. Number 2 would be something to do with StarCraft. StarCraft, it's felt like it's been abandoned for so long. We can't get an RTS of StarCraft. We can't get anything. There's StarCraft, and it's such a fucking amazing IP. It's so good. There's so much lore, so much story. There's a dozen books out there on StarCraft. There's multiple games, and like, at one point, StarCraft ran the world with its esports.
It was the
highest.
biggest esport,
It was the highest paid esports out there. So like, why don't we do something? I'm really hoping they either give us some solo dolo RPG experience with StarCraft, maybe like a shooter or something, or potentially like, I don't know, some sort of just group RPG, something with StarCraft. I would kill for that. Even Warcraft 4, yeah, DJ, I did mention that earlier to Lance. I mean, a brand new, updated, sort of, new face on Warcraft would be awesome.
I think we would have a better chance at getting a StarCraft 3 before Warcraft 4.
Think so?
I would like some
You think
sort-
so? Really?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
Why?
Yeah.
Because where would they go story-wise with Warcraft? You have to either go way
What
in the
about
future.
today?
Wait, no.
They can't do that.
Now, you know what I would like? And then another reason why they wouldn't do a StarCraft MMO is because why would they make an MMO
They
to
would never.
compete with WoW?
They would never do that.
That's probably not worth
They
it
would
for
never
them.
do that.
I
Why would
would
you do
like a solo RPG for Warcraft. Maybe you make one, you let Erator be like the main character,
Okay.
and you run it through with him.
Right.
That way you could dive a little bit deeper into like story and lore of the game,
I would
build
like
him
I
up,
would like that. Yeah.
stuff like that. I would love a solo Warcraft RPG. I think that would be my number one thing.
A solo, so not an RTS.
No.
Interesting.
I don't want to say Classic Plus because I think that's obviously
Yeah, everyone
that's
could unanimously agree. Yeah. Damn, a Baldur's Gate style StarCraft game. Yeah, what are those games called?
CRPG.
Yes, man. I feel like Blizzard. Fuck, they could pick any of
I mean,
their IPs.
Warcraft 40k Kraken is just StarCraft.
Imagine a Diablo CRPG. Would you not fucking play that?
Yeah, I would. I
Anyone?
remember I
Go down the
heard
line.
the original plans for Diablo 4 was actually to be a Souls-like.
Interesting.
I think a Souls-like Diablo game could be cool.
Interesting. I think, man, yeah, that's a genre I feel like they can do well into as a CRPG. They can go any IP for that, but I think we're all in need for something. What?
They're right. What they could announce the Warcraft Netflix show or the Diablo show. That would be sick. By the way, if I had to pick, I have to go Warcraft over Diablo, but I'd be happy with a Diablo one too.
Do you?
Yeah, because I just like the world better. But
Yeah,
I
Diablo's
know-
depressing.
But I know a Diablo show
Would go
fucking
fucking
bang.
hard as shit.
Yeah, it would bang.
Well, all right, guys, answer in the chat. We have about 80 people, 60, 70, whatever. What would you prefer? A Diablo Netflix style show or a World of Warcraft style show? Just Warcraft in general. What do you guys think? Answer right now. Let me know. WoW would be better. Diablo animations for D3 were nasty. Yeah, Diablo, dude.
I think if they went Warcraft, it has a higher chance of, especially if they just do like the Illidan story, it has a higher chance to be a definite success,
Dude.
which could lead to also Diablo show.
Man, guys, I'm gonna be honest. Yo, Diablo would go crazy.
Then again, if you watched the original Castlevania, not the first few seasons of Castlevania on Netflix, and they do a Diablo in that style, that shit would
Holy
bang.
shit. Yeah, that would be insane. We'd get it in 9 years from now, though. With how long shit be, like, taking nowadays?
Yeah,
dude?
the 420 short
Crazy.
bus said it exactly. Man, that's a crazy name. I didn't even realize. I should probably read them out in my mind first before I'm saying it.
420 short bus. I agree with you. Love that. The Windrunners mini anime was fire.
Yeah, it was actually. You're right.
Yeah. That shit was cool. But yeah, also, ladies and gentlemen, they did announce at BlizzCon the Dark Moon Fair After Hours. What is that about, Lance?
I
What is
read
that?
it, but it's not what I thought it was. I thought after hours meant like
At
they're
night?
gonna open up a bar and let you kind of hang out and do like a little mixer. No, it's literally they're just gonna let you stay later and do the after hours version of the Dark Moon Fair, because during the actual event
It's
you ain't
impossible.
fucking getting in there, boy. You ain't getting in that shit. Last time when I was there, it was so packed I couldn't do any. Like, you got into the Dark Moon Fair and you're walking like this,
Wow.
and it took 20 minutes just to walk out.
Wow. Can I get a mount there?
They have like little, like they had little like gum.
They got
gumball,
mini
like,
games?
things. Yeah,
Mini
there's
games
like
and
little.
For
mini
90
games.
bucks? I'm gonna be honest, guys. One thing I'm not gonna do. How many of you just never spend money on yourself? Like, actually, though. Like, actually, I never fucking spend money on myself. Ever in my life. But let me tell you something. At this BlizzCon, I am going... Like, this could be my only BlizzCon I ever go to. I never know. Error 404, money not found. That's crazy. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to spend money on myself because I deserve it. And I think if you're there, just like you, ladies and gentlemen, I think you deserve it too. Like, you deserve it. As long as
If
you're
you have
spending
the
habits.
means.
Yeah, as long as your spending habits
If
aren't
you
shit.
have the means.
Spend all your money.
But yeah, I don't really.
Just get there. Don't worry about going back. BlizzCon forever.
I don't spend money on myself I personally feel a little bit.
And gosh darn it, people like me.
Like I bought the expansion, and I think that was the last thing I bought for myself in a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, whatever.
What's food? What's money? I love that. Also, if you purchase it, they also give you a little pack of commemorative items included with purchase of BlizzCon Pass. These exclusive items for attendees include a retro-style Blizzard metal lunchbox with matching thermos cup, a keychain, a lanyard, and more.
Are they gonna give you the backpack like last time?
And we got a little. I assume that's a little murky, little
What it looks
murloc.
like. That's cool.
Little keychain.
I like the backpack.
That shit's cool as hell, is it not?
But
I'm gonna put that shit back there.
a lunchbox I can keep it and give it to Atlas to use when he's older.
Damn, that's gangster. You give it to your son to take to school.
Yeah.
That is fucking
That'd be cool.
gangster. So I guess this is a little bit of a breakdown. September 12th through 13th on some of the stuff happening here. Obviously, they're not going to go through exactly what's being announced, obviously. The opening ceremony, some hands-on gameplay with some stuff. Who knows what that's going to be, by the way. The Dark Moon Fair event, BlizzCon store, of course. The Masters Tour World Championship, which, by the way, in case you guys are wondering, is the Hearthstone one. The Blizzard Classic Cup, which I believe is across... Is it? Is it just WoW? Or it says on it.
The Classic Cup? No, it's StarCraft.
Oh, Warcraft, StarCraft. Oh, and Heroes of the Storm. That's right. Heroes of the Storm is actually going to be there as well for the first time in a very, very long time, which is interesting. Yeah. The Mythic Dungeon International, you can toss that shit in the trash. I'll see you later. AWC, you can toss that shit in the trash too, depending actually
No, I would
on how good. No, I'm not sitting down watching people.
No, but you don't you get your lunch and you could eat the lunch while watching it. It's cool.
I'll eat my lunch while I'm talking to people. I'm not going to go watch someone play WoW while I'm at BlizzCon. Are you crazy? This guy doesn't know how to enjoy BlizzCon.
All right, no, I don't like you very much.
The World Cup for Overwatch, and then March of the Murlocs.
Yeah, that happens. By the
Who's
way,
gonna dress up as a Murloc?
You'd be fucking surprised, bro. You'd be fucking surprised. And honestly, it was actually super cool. They had little kids as Murlocs running around. It's very cool.
I hope Here's a Storm comes back. Yeah, me too. Definitely me too. I miss and love that game a lot. I have a lot of stuff in that game as well. Everyone, shout out to Star. Star is my lady. She is in the chat. Show some love to Star. Say hello. Give some hearts. Show some love. Very, very sweet lady. Hey, to each their own. Yeah, listen. I'm not knocking nobody, bro. Not at BlizzCon. Do whatever the fuck you want. I was just genuinely curious.
That shit is cool.
Yeah, no,
very cool. You know what I also love is the cosplay that goes on the entire time. Bro, some of these people are putting a lot of money into their costumes, and they look incredible.
No, I've seen some cosplays that are fucking wicked.
There was this one dude who was he was a night elf in a suit. I've seen
cool
this
shit.
guy.
I think I've seen that guy.
He was so handsome and tall. I was like, yo,
I want to be him.
This dude is so cool.
Yeah.
And then I took a picture with this guy who had a tier 2 warrior and Thunder Fury.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
sick.
cool. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, BlizzCon's here, man. I mean, you don't get many of these in your lifetime if you ever go to one, or maybe none at all. I've never been to one. I am 100% going to be there, and we're already going to start planning some stuff very soon. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff to talk about. I'm curious about this Dark Moon Fair After Hours entry to exclusive event Dark Moon Fair and BlizzCon store.
You know what I gotta do is I gotta reach out to our boy over there at Blizzard and ask if we could schedule an actual meet and greet.
Wait, you have connects at Blizzard?
Yeah, I gotta call. You know,
Oh, my guy over at
know,
Blizzard. That's weird.
You know how I do.
So
my guy at Blizzard is actually the form that you fill out.
New Dark Moon Fair After Hours add-on. Let's see if they go a little bit more in detail here. For those looking for exclusive After Hours access to Dark Moon Fair at BlizzCon 2026, consider the Dark Moon Fair After Hours ticket add-on for $90. This add-on still requires a normal BlizzCon ticket, but does not confer the following benefits. 3-hour event, 20 fair tokens, collectible credentials. So they give you fair tokens.
Yeah, and you could use those to either, I think they have little mini games or some shit you could do, and then some collectible pins and shit.
While standard ticket holders will have access to both the BlizzCon store and the Dark Moon Fair, the Dark Moon Fair After Hours add-on may still be worth to some attendees. Yeah, I get it, man. New add-on maybe in response to help alleviate those issues. Yeah. Very interesting. Dude, that shit is gonna be awesome. They remove add-ons from the game, but add them to IRL for real money. True. That's very funny. Moving on, continuing, ladies and gents. Additionally, they did add some brand new stuff, by the way, to the Blizzard store. One of those was the Judgment set, like a mini little Judgment set. Additionally, some little, mushis right here. A little
I actually like those
pin.
cute ornaments.
I thought those were cool. Really, really cute stuff, have with the family on tree. A little artist stuff here, how to draw World of Warcraft characters. By the way, I love this early
I should get
Warcraft.
that for my son so he could draw it when he's ready to do it.
Could you imagine? And he becomes like a fucking Picasso of
Yeah, it'd be
like
sick.
World of Warcraft
The
art.
only thing to draw World of Warcraft.
Thought this was really, really cool shit. Love this sort of stuff. I would love to just dive into that. I used to love drawing, but
I like the tarot deck.
By the way, I did too. And by the way, it's not expensive.
No, I almost was about I want to buy
Yeah,
it.
I think I'm gonna buy it for the room. Really, really cool. And then they got some other stuff here. I wanted to just. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I might need to go get that those glaives.
But yeah, and there's a lot of stuff on the site right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Some stuff looks in.
Drummer guy, if you go to the Blizzard
Insane.
store, you could get it, and you want to just link that Wowhead post.
Yeah, I got you. This one. Boom. Boom. There it is. And it's affordable. It's less than 30
Well,
bucks.
That thing is affordable.
Now
That jacket is
this-
so cool, but it's not affordable.
Yeah, it's not. But what if we did a Comeback Kids one for BlizzCon?
That'd be cool.
What do we
But
think?
that one has the rank 14 sword, two-handed sword on the fucking sleeve.
Martial sword
Yeah, on the sleeve.
on the fucking sleeve.
Yeah. I almost bought
Wait,
that.
does this one have the
Yeah,
the
but it has the
sword?
sword, not the axe, which is
What?
what a fucking damn.
Yeah, that's weird. Why would it have the sword and not the axe?
Yeah, everyone knows that axe. And by the way, it's not even the right sword. It's not even the right
What the?
one.
Yo, they fucking hate the Horde, dude.
Why I'm going back, bro.
Wait a second, guys. They actually hate Horde. That is not.
Yeah, but to be fair, the Horde jacket does get to be red and black with badass.
Yo, nah. Listen, everybody knows low key they don't fuck with the Horde.
Because Metzen was so biased to them. So now they're kind of course correcting. But yeah, that aligns with
That hat is fucking fire. But I mean, all this is an insane jacket. This is insane. That is just an insane jacket. Even if you made a jacket, you would just cut the sleeves off to show your little arms.
Let me ask you guys something. Does anyone
Fuck is
know
that?
how you would clean that thing? Because I definitely would never put that in the washer, right?
I already have a hand washer. It's my girlfriend.
No, but is that like a dry clean angle?
I have a dishwasher too.
Actually, I think it might say it there.
My girlfriend. I'm just kidding. All jokes aside though, yeah, that sword, by the way, that sword model is fucking insane.
Yeah, dry clean. That's what I was thinking.
Hey, listen, she said I got little arms, all right? I could throw some shade back, all right? She could take it. She's fine. Pause. Weirdos.
Thing is, if I tell my wife I like that, she'd actually buy it for me for Christmas, but with my own money. It's like, I don't want to spend, what is it, 180 bucks?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spend 180 bucks on a jacket.
Bro, I'm gonna be
I could
honest,
just
Lance.
put that towards the BlizzCon trip.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. That's a once in a lifetime job.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna buy that.
And the thing is,
I know what I want for Christmas.
I told my wife that we were going to be going to BlizzCon. She doesn't want to go to BlizzCon, but she wants to go to California.
No, you're fucked. You're fucked. Yo, that's insane. Guys, I think I gotta get this, dude. Well, wait, hold on. If I go to the event, I'm just gonna wear Comeback Kids gear, not this.
Yeah,
And when would I wear this?
it's so like 175 bucks is like you can't just wear that regularly,
Yeah, no,
right?
never.
We're not balling like that to wear 175.
Treat yourself. You can say once in a lifetime, but Etsy exists. True. True. Hey, it's not illegal if I buy something on Etsy. illegal to
No,
people
but
making
if
it.
we're gonna do something, we should get some custom-made comeback kid stuff. Is probably the.
I'm
move.
gonna be honest. I would love to create some sort of varsity jacket for the comeback
Put
kids for the
the
event.
logo on the back,
Yeah, like an embroidered
black
logo.
and purple or black and pink.
Yeah. That would be pretty gangster.
What would you make pink? The sleeves or the base?
The sleeves or the base? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'd probably just leave it that color and then make the pink the yellow, the accent right there, and then put
So
that
black
into
and
like
white and
instead of a
then
dark
pink?
blue, probably like a dark, maybe even just black or purple, dark purple, and then you could put the regular CK logo here, and then on the back you could put
The car.
maybe BlizzCon 20th anniversary, the car, and then like a little mesh design that's embroidered.
I would say BlizzCon 2026.
Or I don't know why I said 20th anniversary. What
if
the
you're
fuck
gonna
is
do
wrong
it
with
just
me?
for a BlizzCon one.
Yeah, that'd be insane. Y'all would get so much more wear out of it too. Yeah, for sure. I would wear that for sure to just do like film content and stuff. That shit would be legendary. We should do that. We'll look into that. And we have some funding from the last set of shirts that we sold.
I wonder how much it would cost.
So we're gonna
to
hire some better designers.
get. Because what are we gonna do? We're not
No,
gonna sit
we
here and
can't.
make these
I
things.
can't make those. It's impossible.
No, so like, how much would it cost to get those manufactured?
Is I as much as I would love to be able to make stuff like that, the quality wouldn't be good, and that's not
No.
what I'm about. So, gotta be the best quality there is, and it definitely won't cost 175 fucking dollars.
No, it's probably honestly it'd probably take $50 to manufacture it
maybe 50, 60
for a jacket.
50, 60 bucks, and then you just charge like 75. Shipping, handle shipping. It's not even about money. It's just about a very limited edition BlizzCon jacket. That shit would be fucking epic.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Man, never liked that sword. It was too small. Okay. Yeah, okay. You're crazy. That looks better than the one in game. You're wild. Dude, that Grand Marshal sword will fucking shove so far up your ass. That's a ginormous
One of
sword.
my favorite swords ever.
It
in
is
the game.
the coolest sword. It's my favorite two-handed sword in the game. It's my favorite. I was so jealous.
Hells, what's a 5BR pad? And do I want to know?
I'll light my 5BR pad up for the party. Yeah, Hells is crazy, bro. By the way, let me tell you something.
Talking about the Horde one. Oh, you're right. The Horde one is too small.
Yeah,
you're 100%
yeah,
right. That's just ass.
It is.
Which is why I don't know why they didn't do the axe, which fits the Horde much
Okay,
more
my bad,
anyway.
my bad. That's my bad. You have a house? Jesus. In fucking Anaheim? Is that true?
Wait, you have a house there?
Oh my god, you're a fucking animal.
Oh,
in
in
Orlando. Damn, this is cool. I would
Yeah,
want this.
you rent that house out?
Let's
Hells?
continue.
Also, wait, Hells, did you get the stickers I sent you?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Because
that.
I don't have.
Yeah, the delivery
don't have
thing,
tracking
since
on
it
that.
wasn't since it wasn't a
Because it was just a stamp.
Technical
Yeah,
order.
I stamped it and sent it in the mail.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, something very, very, very interesting. The Life of Evelyn movie is actually going to get an adaptation, a live adaptation, starring
Anthony Hopkins,
Anthony
the
Hopkins
Hannibal Lecter himself.
and Well, he's not gonna be like.
No, he's
No, he's not gonna be Evelyn. I don't know why.
obviously he's not.
He's not gonna be.
That doesn't
the
mean that
boy.
Hannibal Lecter's not in the movie.
No, he's not gonna be Evelyn.
I didn't say he was, bro.
This guy, bro. This guy.
Hey, that's Al Capone from Boardwalk Empire.
That's also the lady from every horror movie ever.
Yeah,
she's
she's
by the
a-
way, she's actually a really good actress.
Great actress.
I don't know who the kid is though, but shout out to him. So they're doing a live adaptation. I don't know if you guys saw The Life of Evelyn. You have a house. This guy, that's crazy.
Did anyone watch that documentary? Show of
Fucking
hands.
amazing. It was a 10 out of 10.
Did you bawl your eyes out?
I cried at the end.
Yeah, I
that shit
bawled
was
my fucking eyes
horrible.
out.
It was so sad.
I think that came out right after I had my son too, and I was just thinking,
I don't know if I could watch it again.
no, I couldn't watch.
It broke my goddamn heart.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real with you.
it was spectacular. And by the way,
Something
whoever
changed.
animated that shit,
Yeah, they
is
did
insane.
a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Something changed in me that day. And it wasn't my diaper later that night. Something inside.
Yeah, I bawled my eyes out.
So, they are making a live adaptation, guys. And, they are actually pushing it to the big screens. Like, it's actually going full-blown Hollywood with stars, everything, and it's going to the big screen TVs, or not TVs, movie theaters and stuff.
My question is, are they just going to
Wow.
use the same animation they did from the documentary?
You know, I
'Cause, like,
thought of that. I'm not sure.
How could
I don't
you
know.
get much better unless you make it not World of Warcraft
I don't
animation?
know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. I could not tell you. I don't know. But
42,000 pages of in-game log text. 20,000 hours in. You know, thank God that kid.
add WoW.
Yeah, thank God.
Bro, and you can listen, guys, you can say WoW's just a video game all you want. But like, you know, me and Lance had some situations growing up. You know, when we were growing up, we had our own, you know, everyone's got trials and tribulations and shit they go through. You know, I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying,
Not saying boo-hoo.
yeah,
Woe is me.
I'm
right?
just saying, you know, growing up, you know, as we're younger, before we're even 10 years old, we have things going on. And World of Warcraft was such an awesome escape for just us. So for someone with, sadly, his condition, man, it's literally the world. It's literally the world, and it's fucking incredible. So what an absolute W World of Warcraft can be for some people.
Well, and you know what else is he grew up in a time where there, or at least when he was playing, there wasn't much social media anyway, right?
Not at all.
He started playing when WoW was social media for people, and it was
For sure.
man, it's like, you know, social media for him might be tough because he's not. At the end
What do
of the
you
day, he's
mean?
still himself
Yeah,
on social
what-
media.
yeah, what
There,
do you-
he got to be his rogue, and it's
Yeah, legendary.
love that.
Legendary stuff.
Love that.
Moving on now, ladies and gentlemen, to the next set of segments here. The Brutosaur, could that be coming back to World of Warcraft? And if it does, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready to spend $90 to get it if you didn't get it the first time around?
We actually did this one.
I know, but this is a brand new article, almost confirming it now at this point.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, yeah, I'm buying it.
Look, here we go. Catalog shop Y card, Brutosaur comeback ROW.
I'm buying the thing. No shot.
I remember after you didn't buy it, you actually called me up and said, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like, why? And then you said, was it worth it? I said, what is worth it? You said, the $90 on the mount, man. And then you like extended the man. You were like, come on. And I was like, yes, it's absolutely worth it. I hate to say it, but Blizzard, they got me. They got me good because you cannot pass up on having this mount. It is fucking ridiculous. The value is just too good. And it's sad that it's the case. But goddamn. Guys, having an auction house and a fucking mailbox attached to you 24/7 is beyond troll. It helps you so much. It's too strong. There's nothing else to say.
Does it suck
Yeah.
that they're selling it?
It does. It sucks. But fuck. I would do it again 100%, no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Because also, like, when I bought it, I was like, bro, how long could I have this mount for? Like, how long is WoW about to really go for? And it's like, could be 5-10 years. Fuck it, just buy it. What's up, guys? Brew, what's going on, baby? Welcome back to the show. Nice to see you again, man. How you doing, dude? Missed you. I have a bank that I send stuff to. There's no point with that mount shit. Dino's not my bag, but I get it. If it was something cute with ears and a tall, that's crazy, dude. Jen, that is crazy. It had cute ears, maybe. Fuck the dinosaur. You're worried about the dinosaur aesthetic, not the auction house and mailbox. That's crazy.
This makes me wonder that I just saw something that it could be coming back for the 21st anniversary.
Wait, that's like in
this month, November. Which, by the way,
would that be this?
Are they doing anything new for the anniversary? Or are we just getting they running it back? What are they doing?
I don't think I've seen anything for the anniversary event.
Yeah, it's got to be coming within the next couple of weeks because the anniversary is in November. Matter of fact, we should be getting the XP buff soon.
Are you bullshitting me right now?
Nope.
You fucking with me. Seems crazy to me that the dino is so much more than the repair Mog Bear. That bear makes this dino look like a horrible deal. You say that. You really do.
And that's why you should really just have both, Kraken.
And that's why you should join a guild. So whenever you need a mount, you just call someone up.
Then you got one for free.
You're rating, and you go, anyone got an auction house mount? And then 5 other people will pop it up. Now, all jokes aside, though, and I'm not even trying to get you guys to buy this thing. This is 100% worth it. I hate to say it, and it's awful to say, and it makes me sound like an asshole and a Blizzard shill, and I'm telling you to buy things. You don't want to buy it, don't buy it. But if you play this game a lot, dude, there is not a day that goes by where I regret this thing. Drop the affiliate link is fucking crazy.
I wish.
I wish. I'd probably make good money off of it, to be honest. So what is this WoW's 21st anniversary? Starts 11/16. That's in 2 weeks. It's a week and a half.
Oh, wait, so...
But is anything going to happen? Added in patch 2.7? 10.2.7. What? That's weird. Wonder why it says that. Very odd. So they're suggesting that it could be added with the 21st anniversary. That's fucking crazy that you just said that. That's weird. You're a weirdo. Fucking weirdo. Some kind of activity with a few earnable rewards like Hollow's End. Yeah. Yeah, I know what the anniversary event is, guys. I'm just saying. I wish they brought back what they did last year. I know the 20th anniversary is a huge deal. Like, I get it. But, like, what, are we never going to use all those assets, that whole area, all the quests and the events and everything?
In my opinion, or in my head, I thought that was just going to be the new anniversary staging ground. And then for the 25th anniversary,
maybe update it.
They would do a big reward or change it.
I don't understand. Patch in 2 weeks? Yeah, it's weird. What the fuck is going on?
They might do like I don't know, like 11.1 or 2.6 or something in between till the 0.7, just to add the anniversary in.
Weird timing. Start 11/16. Yeah, that's weird, guys.
We should know more about it by now.
Yeah, and I haven't seen any updates. Usually I'm usually on shit like this because I love making videos on upcoming patches. I love diving into that stuff, but very odd. I haven't seen a lick of the anniversary event. Got my auction house mail mount for gold because I don't use my gold for literally anything but repairs. I think it cost me basically 1.2 million. Wow, that's a great deal. What do you mean? That's an excellent deal. 1.2 is a steal. Didn't it used to be way more? Am I crazy?
Well, the original one from BFA was 5 million.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy. A great deal. Interesting though. So I'm gonna be honest, Brutosaur, big W, and we'll see if that actually sticks. Last thing, when it comes to participation in Mythic Plus and everything like that, really, really quick, I want to dive into it. So I want to go into some number crunches for you guys and stuff. Early on in the season, I think we all remember we were having absolutely record-shattering numbers across the board.
Yeah.
For the first 3 weeks straight, we shattered almost every record possible. This is a 1 of all time. This is a number 2 of all time. I think this was number 4. So it wasn't a 3, but it was a 4. So a number 1, 2, and 4 in a 3-week span is fucking... That will never happen again, I think.
No.
That will never happen again. So incredible Mythic Plus run participation, unless maybe the start of the next expansion could do something like that. But even then, you know, casual people don't just jump into Mythic Plus typically. They like to just do whatever they want, float around, goof off, whatever, when they come back to the game. So who knows if we'll ever get that again. Then it's sort of stabilized. Then right around here is when Legion Remix kicked off, and then you could see the dive.
You know, between Legion Remix and also I think... just end of expansion. I don't want to say burnout, but it's like now everyone kind of looking to midnight, right?
Yeah,
and now it's almost like midnight prep. I could see it with myself, with you, and even with the guild. You know, we have some raids going, but it's hard to get people to keep coming out right now. It's just a tough time.
For sure.
Across the whole game. And I see it all over the forums and everything. So I get it.
For sure. Now, Remix is still getting some Mythic Plus keys because apparently they keep track of this shit too, which is interesting. So, interesting stuff. But yeah, man, like Lance is saying, I mean, end of season, not only that, but end of expansion, and we got a pretty much full-on reveal of Midnight and what's happening, and the
Well, now beta
alpha's
comes out
up,
next
beta
week.
comes out next week, yeah, and did Fellowship hit back to numbers? I'm sure. I wouldn't doubt it, at least slightly.
I don't know what Fellowship's player count is, but
Um,
I mean, sure.
I would say in a slight amount, for sure.
Well, Fellowship also did a good job of coming out after things were already slowing down, and people are like, I'm okay, I can take a break from WoW for now until midnight.
I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking a small break when it comes to like competitive content and sweating because I don't really like what am I gonna play a class that I'm not interested in playing in next expansion? Like to try to push and do content.
I'll tell you what, guys, I'm definitely coming back heavy hard for pre-patch,
Yeah.
so I could
Absolutely.
sneak in some Devourer rating to see how it feels.
Yeah, baby. I'm gonna get our AOTC right before the expansion. That should have been nice, but interesting numbers and stuff there. So I thought we can
Actually, I
dive
think you
into
need to
some
get
of that.
AOTC up. Wait,
What?
are you allowed to get AOTC after pre-patch comes out?
I don't think so. I think it's just a 0.7 thing. I think I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I'm curious. Did I like any other new tweets?
No. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that before. We're gonna have
Wow.
to finish that. We're gonna have to come back.
Guess
Finish that.
not. Okay, so we have a little bit of time left. I did want to go over some form freakouts. Is that cool with you?
The freaks for forms?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into some.
You want? Let's do a poll and ask them which segment.
I don't have a hot take debate.
Well, we have memory lane or a form freakout.
Okay. What do you guys want to go through? The form freakout or a memory lane? You guys playing any beta? I'm tempted, but I love jumping in a new expansion fresh. I'm just playing it for simply the classes and figuring out what's going on and making videos.
Not doing any content on it, but
Form
I
freakout?
am-
That's 2 memory lanes, 2 form freakouts, guys. Everyone's got to decide right now. Form freakout, where we dive into some of the freakouts and form discussions and stuff like that, or we go into memory lane, chill out, watch a goofy video, and
watch an old machinima.
have some fun. What do you guys think? 2 memory lanes, 5 freakouts, 6 freakouts. Memory freakout poll, fog.
Poll.
Memory lane.
Yeah, the thing is, if we poll though, then Twitch can't be involved.
Memory lane. Damn, this is like split. Oh, well, not anymore. Fuck it. Let's just do the fucking form.
Psycho.
You have no idea how many times I just listen to music while I'm working. ADM, thank you for the follow, but I appreciate the love, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing. It's time for a freak out. All right, it's time for the form freak out, where we pull the wildest, saltiest, and most unhinged takes from the WoW community. From rage posts to Reddit meltdowns, nothing here is safe from the freak out. Let's get into it. How do you do? Welcome back to the show. Anyways, BlizzCon tickets on sale in November? No. Why the heck did this come up? First, normally announcements are made in March, April in regards to ticket sales. Now out of nowhere, it's November for early bird rate announced on a weekend with 2-day notice. Honestly, no. Real talk. Honestly, feels like someone's trying to dip into the pockets for the sake of early financial analytics. Why is someone always pulling some new random inconsistent stuff to deal with? I want to be a fly on the wall of that marketing team when someone decided, okay, run it now, fam. 11/5/2025, they got until 11/9. Call it an earlier bird or something, fam. Scoop up that Christmas money before people have a chance to spend it on Christmas gifts or something. Holy shit. Yo, can I get some fucking salt in the chat? This guy is pissed off. Oh my god. Pre-sales 10 months early. I'm not sure that actually bodes well, but they will probably still sell out. Congrats to everyone who gets tickets and will be traveling to Anaheim. As well as be safe traveling. True. Man, wow, fam. Yeah. Can I help? Can I get help with AOTC? Yeah, eventually when we get there, sure. This person gets mad when the shoes
Shoes he bought last week go on sale. That's true.
look from your window instead of porch. Last time I was checking and the price whacked me in the head. Oh, buddy. I feel like the days of BlizzCon are just past their prime. This is from someone who never went. All right, then I've heard absolutely enough of what you have to say. He's never been to a BlizzCon, but he's going to tell you the experience of what a BlizzCon is going to be today. Suck my knob, bro. The sooner corporations get your money, the sooner they can start earning interest on it. You could be earning interest on it for a year. Imagine how much money they'll make on interest by just sitting.
Okay. Oh.
You know, I realized something, ladies and gentlemen. You can't give anyone anything nice nowadays. Everyone's always got some big conspiracy.
The thing is, I think it's okay. Like, it's okay to do it this early. It lets people plan and save up a little bit. Like, I could buy this now. I could buy my room in a few months. I could buy my plane ticket in a few months. You know, like, I think it's okay. It gives them time.
No, it's not. And don't ever say that again.
Personally, I kind of enjoy it because I can plan.
Don't ever say that again because it's not okay. They're a greedy corporation. They clearly only announced it to dip into the pockets of the consumer.
Probably. I mean, either way, the money was going to get bought, right? So, like...
Nah, I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, this shit is just... I don't know, bro. The forums are crazy. If it wasn't for this segment, you would not catch me on the forums, bro. This is out of control. Putting tickets up for sale this early is downright nuts. Why? Why is it nuts? Everyone knows BlizzCon is the event of, like, now at this point, every 2 years. Everyone's already talking about it. Everyone's already talking about it. So, like, the earlier, it's like, it doesn't even matter. Even if they did it 6 months ago, I would buy a ticket. Because it's like, I've never been to a BlizzCon. I want to go to a BlizzCon.
I mean, I may as well have
That's how it
already
is.
booked my time for it, right? Before that.
Yeah, bro, like, what does it matter? Like, the whole thread is really cringe. So you're saying, okay, I'm not even reading that. Buying a lottery ticket tonight. Or with them pushing faster expansions that don't follow the old models, things change and move around from what we once knew. If you're just wanting to go to hate, go ahead though. Don't let me ruin your fun. Why would that be depression? It was an anniversary amount. Guess what? Okay. I live 10 miles from the venue and I have no desire to go anymore. Not for $250. You wouldn't go to a 3-day event about World of... Okay, well, whatever. You wouldn't go to a 2-day event about everything Blizzard Entertainment, including World of Warcraft, the game you play the most, for $250? And you live 10 miles from there? Jeez.
I'm going to be rocking out.
Bro.
With Hell's Rocker.
Save your $250 now and earn your 4% when tickets go on sale for $300. Stand on your principle with the extra $10 you earned. I don't know. BlizzCon tickets can be Christmas gifts. Damn, that's huge. The mechanics and ground crews that work on those planes were every bit screwed over. Okay. I don't even know what the
We're talking about the UPS crash today.
Okay.
Whatever.
I don't know why we're talking about that right now on a WoW forum when it comes to BlizzCon tickets. I don't know, dude.
So who are we rocking with at BlizzCon? Who's rocking with us?
Jen says, how dare Blizzard do something the way I wouldn't personally? Yeah. I just don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like nowadays, like, man, it's such a quick thing for everybody just to get pissy and upset about something. Like, you can't give anybody anything fucking nice. What?
I just want to see what would happen if they didn't announce Classic Plus.
Oh my god, please don't do it. Yo, I'm tired of Blizzard in this company. We all lie.
It would be...
Classic creators, bro, are
I think
different, bro.
seeing how they react
it'd be more...
would be better for me than
Yeah.
actually maybe the game.
Blizzard.
And by the way, I want Classic Plus. I do.
Money.
But
the devil.
man, I was just watching a podcast when I was on my way over here.
I
And
love podcasts about classic creators. They're the best.
just watching it.
So you choose violence
These
today?
guys are talking. They're talking
that.
about Classic Plus like they have and I don't mean this to be offensive, but it's like they have nothing else in their life to look forward to or anything. And it's like,
shit is minimum a year and a half away.
and then they're like, I can't
Let
wait
it
for it
go.
to be announced in September and be launched in November. And that's what's probably going to happen. And I'm like, all right,
I don't know, bro. Just don't know.
I don't know. I'm excited for it, but I say let them cook.
Dude, the longer they take, the better.
Yeah.
Unless you're about to croak, dude. I don't know. Let me sulk while everyone enjoys themselves. Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird to me for like to hate on somebody to be excited about something like that's announced early. It's just weird. WoW question for parents and grandparents. Very interesting. There have been some discussion about World of Warcraft's ability to bring into the game and keep the younger generation. Some say even when you're younger, people are introduced to WoW, they find it hard to get into and lose interest. Even with the parents and grandparents paying for their subscription, how true this is, I have no idea. So the question is, if you are a parent, grandparent, family member of a young person and have tried to interest the younger person to playing WoW and have even bought them the subscription, what was your experience? Has the younger person become a happy WoW player, or have they not liked the WoW experience, or have they not been interested in playing at all? Okay, so what's the younger person experience? Holy jive. Want to read this?
There's a few things. One, graphics. I mean, graphics, not aesthetics. Most of the WoW before Legion looks uber dated even for an early 2000s game. Young teens see this, compare it to a more visually impressive and 3D game they play in 2025 and think it's just not worth $15 a month, plus whatever expansion. 2, the story and overall narrative is just makes no sense. It's jumbled mess like the new player experience. And these two things, along with number 1, are what immediately smacks 100% new player in the face and immediately leaves a lasting bad taste in their mouths. First impression. I don't think either of those things really matter. I think just the gameplay experience for a lot of these younger players, especially ones who've grown up on, shooters, just really out of their comfort zone. And now it seems like things are kind of swinging back into the direction where a lot of these younger kids feel like fantasy things and things like that are like they're too cool for them again. I don't know. I feel like back when I was a kid, everyone kind of loved fantasy because Lord of the Rings was out. It was badass. We had Game of Thrones coming out. And now fantasy's kind of swung back the other way to just being a nerdy thing.
Nerdy thing,
yeah.
Yeah, it used to be pretty popular to like Lord of the Rings back then when, the biggest movie
Although
out.
with that being said, actually, when I was a kid, I remember talking about World of Warcraft, the normies, they would say, "You playing that wizard shit?"
Wizard shit
And
is
I'm like,
crazy to say.
What?
Um,
Talking about.
my sons play WoW. They are 16. In the end, none of their
friends play for 2 reasons. 1, the big issue being the subscription, of course, and 2, the graphics sucks compared to the new games that kids see. I'm sure. Say that too.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Thank you, Star. I introduced my 22-month-old, and now he's rank 1 red paladin.
That makes sense. Although you're right, Hells. I don't think they do play Minecraft.
That's fucking crazy. Aside from things like the graphics and story writing that keeps getting thrown in the food processor, man, fuck off. You don't know about the writing. Anyone that says they don't know, like they said that the story and the writing and
I could
this
say
and that is bad.
maybe some individual writing could be bad.
Sure, but saying the overall story and the writing is bad, you literally aren't paying attention to the
There's
story.
some weak spots, but I think overall WoW's lore is very strong.
Bro, post Legion and subtract Shadowlands, they've been banging in my opinion. So I thought Legion was the peak. I'm gonna be real, even more than Wrath. Way more than Wrath, in my opinion. If you only like Wrath just for Arthas, then I actually don't know storytelling. Like one character.
Arthas was a great character.
He was. I never said he wasn't. But I don't think he was peak WoW. We can argue about that all day. We should argue about that.
The lore in Northshire Abbey is the best in the game.
Sure. Anyway, social interactions and early leveling of gear is basically non-existent. Yeah, I mean, unless you're playing Classic. YouTube guys always boast about get X fast like yourself, stuff like that. And at the end, it's a toxic cesspool of key sellers. By the way, that's literally,
just called you out.
That's literally the title of my videos. And at the end, At the end game, it's a toxic cesspool of key sellers, meta flavor of the month, and stuff like that. Yeah, Jen, she's a Chad, dude.
My dad
W
could
lady.
never get the title right and always called it World of Warlock. And for some reason, it always made me LOL. Still makes me giggle.
World of Warlock. Fuck.
I just watched that comeback kid video.
Yo,
Evan says.
Evan, what's up? Good looking. My daughters used to love to play with me when they were little. They lost interest once they discovered Roblox and want to play with their friends instead of their silly dad. My sons still enjoy it and play it over anything else when they give it a chance. They're still young, and I suppose that will change when they get over, but I'm hopeful. Yeah. I don't think Lance would ever once in his life let his kid play with Roblox. I don't think there's one scenario Lance would ever let his kid play with Roblox.
No, I'm not letting my son play Roblox.
I don't think I would
I'm
let
gonna
him...
indoctrinate him into playing World of Warcraft
He's fucked.
as soon as he can.
Yeah.
As soon as he's able to kind of understand. I'm breaking the TOS and he's playing before 13. 100%.
Don't say that.
What are they gonna do?
They're gonna ban you, Lance.
They ain't gonna do shit.
And they're gonna kick you off your own show.
Ain't gonna do.
Make him farm for you. Oh, he will. Go grind whelps and get me flame sacks in classic WoW.
Yeah, to play the game under 13 is against TOS.
That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna
I
make
didn't know that.
actually my goal is to actually make him play in classic and level to 60 in vanilla.
Yeah, I think the first version of WoW you ever play, it has to be classic WoW for sure. Do y'all think we will have awakened raids like in Dragonflight in the pre-patch? Like where everything's
No.
What is it? What do you
No,
call
I'm
it?
not gonna do that.
Like where they're all the same
Yeah,
item level?
but
so you can
Awaken,
do-
no.
I don't think so either. That would be cool.
No, Evan, I'm not letting him play Classic Plus first. He has to earn that shit. He's going right to regular vanilla, bro. He's going vanilla and he's in a level. Maybe I make him do hardcore and make him keep playing until he hits 60 in hardcore. And I'm gonna tell him that's how I used to play back in my day, little boy. We walked uphill barefoot in the snow. You're gonna do the same.
You definitely didn't play hardcore WoW.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. And our grandparents also didn't walk up barefoot uphill in the snow. Like, with no shoes. They didn't do that. So that's it.
Chad.
Like,
Okay.
what do you want me to say, bro? What do you want me to say? I'm not raising a pansy. He's gonna be a good WoW player.
What classes are you gonna make him play?
Playing a Shadow Priest through and through. Just like his daddy.
Haranier, do we know yet how grindy is going to be to get the race? Hoping it's no worse than getting the Earthen. Basically the same as Earthen. Full zone clear. That's literally easy. Like, come on, dude. Like, nuked from orbit cleared, doing all the quests cleared.
No, they're gonna make it probably exactly what they did for the Earthen. You have to complete a certain point up to the story, be max level, and they're not gonna make it that hard. With that being said, I would definitely work on as soon as you can clearing the Harandar zone.
Yeah.
As soon as you can.
I don't see why not.
Making a kid go in classic or hardcore is child abuse? Nah, it's alright.
Every character that dies, I rip up his homework. So not only is he behind in WoW, he's behind in school now.
Son, I noticed that you didn't meet your level quota this week. What the fuck?
What if you test your kid on the lore for World of Warcraft? Like
No,
written tests.
I'm gonna test him and say, what's the stats on this item? And it's gonna be like some crazy of the whale. Like,
You bitch.
of the whale green that's level 12.
3 years in Pakistan.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, I'm putting him in BJJ 100% too.
Yo, he's a dog.
So, in case some kid shits on him for playing World of Warcraft in school, he armbars him.
Gotcha.
Gets him in a heel hook.
Remix feels like retail. It seems after each new phase, we get the difficulty get closer to retail. I don't feel as powerful in this version as I did in Mop Remix. What is going on? What do you mean? Everything knocks over easy? It could be that I'm 500 plus, but it felt about the same. Just in and out 3 times, change location, do it again. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a slow grind? Is anyone finding Legion Remix a super slow grind? Because on my main character, I definitely don't find it that way. I go into a raid in LFR, I get carried through everything, and I fuck off.
Yeah.
Slow no, boring though.
The leveling, I will say, is not great.
Gold farmer and drive a Lambo before dad does, that's crazy. The fact you cleared it in the casual evening is nothing like retail was. To some extent, I blame the party maker. One at least 2 carries or 1 high carry for current TO. Okay. How much verse do you have? I'm 300% verse, and I feel that's all I need. Oh my god. Mythic raids feed a lot of verse. Wow, that's crazy. I gotta do content. I haven't been able to log into WoW in days. Like,
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Lance needs a little bit of a carry. Anyone want to help with that?
we'll get that going. Try. The slow grind, otherwise for bronze and stuff? No. Blizzard, I know you're excited about Void Elves, but they do not make sense as paladins.
Shut up.
Paladins are literally, physically, indubitably infused with the power of the light. This is something explored in several books for the folks already typing, but what about he canonically cannot exist. He got kind of a pass because he was boss of a beloved raid, but the light cannot exist within undead beings, and the same could only apply for void-infused beings, or fel-infused. By the way, I actually think he's kind of right.
You are right. Just look at 1,000 Years of War when Illyria touches Tirali and they
fucking almost shit the bed. There are abilities, data mines that can indicate that Void Elf Paladins may be in the works, and I implore anyone with any sense to please stop this from happening. The lore is already in shambles, what with Lightforged Warlocks already doing significant damage to the lore.
Here's the thing, right? There's two ways you can look at this. And I kind of I flip-flop on this. I'm going to be honest with you. As it stands today, you should not restrict gameplay on people. Let them, at least in retail. In Classic, it's completely different. I'm very strict for Classic and Classic Plus. I don't think Shaman should be on Alliance. I don't think Pound should be Horde. But for retail at this point, you have Tauren Rogues and Draenei Rogues. Let the floodgates open. Who gives a shit? We also have Orc Priest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you know, whatever.
This guy's going off. Now, a race I do think makes a lot of sense would be Nightborn. Their culture is completely compatible with the themes of the Paladin, and they've also been quite chummy with the Blood Elves. I mean, I don't mind someone getting in touch like this with the lore and talking about it. I really don't.
Honestly, if they wanted an Alliance Paladin, though, they should have given it to Night Elf. If they want a new Alliance Paladin.
Every race, every class can choose whatever faction you want. Shit. I don't know about all that.
I don't know.
Just make it like Final Fantasy 14.
No, I don't want one character to be everything. Not at all.
I would not like that either. I would actually hate that. Fuck it, let it rip. 20-year-old game. I agree. I picked Garrosh. Let me be Garrosh. I really hope they don't listen to the my law.
You
my
want to
poor
get
law.
what? You want to get You want to get Namakura with Brawl?
Have him cheat.
You just have his ass cheat to kill you? What a loser.
Fucking asshole.
Never forgive Thrall for that. What a scumbag.
Gameplay and then he lost his ding dong for it.
Yeah, I'm glad he got ED from the elements, bro.
Just make it like Dungeons and Dragons. Hi, Maldazar. Unfortunately, we have jumped the shark on lore and storylines of World of Warcraft in 2025. Is my belief okay. Every race could eventually be every class. I mean, I don't think he's wrong.
I think there's a couple of classes that will be restricted. Obviously, Evoker.
I don't think Undead should ever be able to be Paladin. I don't think it makes
I hate the thought of Undead Paladins, and that's probably one of the ones
no sense.
Yeah, I don't know. But is it going to really bother me? Not really. Not really. Not in retail. In Classic, yeah, but I don't know.
I think it's weird that they have priests general. Not?
Yeah, well, in lore,
In
undead
Priory
priests.
of the Sacred Fame.
Yeah,
But I think they said in the lore that
well, at least back then, and I'm sure now because of the Priory and the Hallowfall, it's changed. But back before World of Warcraft came out, like priests were only shadow canonically, or undeads were only shadow priests. But then obviously they're not just gonna let them play shadow priests vanilla, right?
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know. I don't mind the whole add some classes to some races thing. I just think they got to be accurate about it.
I mean, the only classes that can't be every race at this point are Paladin, Druid, and Shaman.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it. Whatever.
And
Who gives
Evoker
a
and Demon
shit?
Hunter, I guess, too.
Who gives a shit? Guys, what do we think about this whole thing right now? What are we thinking? Are we done? Are we dead? Are we done for?
Yeah, we're pretty fucked.
Are we finished?
WoW
is the
is-
lore ruined?
No,
in
guys, WoW is done. Guys, cancel your BlizzCon trips.
I mean, personally, I want the game to stick to lore and keep them divided out that way. At the same time, I'm not going to let it upset me at all.
Well, here's the thing,
I'm in
Jen.
the same boat.
I think you have to go one way or the other. Because, like that guy said in the thing, we already have a Lightforged Draenei Warlocks. So it's
that's
like
pretty
either you kept it the way it's supposed to be, where everyone's lore appropriate classes, or just open it up at this point. So it's like it's crazy.
It's gotta be one or the other.
Shit.
But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I do think that's gonna wrap up tonight's show. Had a good one. Had a really, really good one. Can you reach over and take Sky's glasses, then RP a Sky?
That's crazy. But
What would I say?
What if we found out? Holy shit! I can't see a thing. That's crazy, bro.
You have horrible eyes.
That's dizzy. But what if we found out that we're not actually in the same room? What if I couldn't just do this?
Thank you.
Here, put your nose right here.
I'm not gonna do that. But all right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys very, very, very much. Thank you all so much for coming to the show. We will, of course, be back again Saturday night. We all know it's a little bit of a downtime for World of Warcraft right now. We have the 0.7 patch coming soon with a lot of updates and stuff like that. A lot of catch up. And we're going to be doing some guild events and stuff for like getting housing decorations and stuff together. And also Warfronts as well, because Warfronts has some decorations and stuff tied to them as well as some interesting cosmetics. So we'll be doing that as a guild around the 0.7 patch time being released. Also, there's a bunch of new lore and then new content coming with the 0.7 patch. So just right now, stick to it. Don't get antsy. Enjoy some other games right now. Enjoy yourself. Take some time to work on yourself, whatever. And just know World of Warcraft is coming back very, 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 very soon.
Yeah, Eben, love you, buddy. Thanks for watching, guys. What I would say for this is, it's very healthy to take a little bit of a break from WoW pre-expansion, because
For sure.
we all know what happens from an expansion launch. We all play more WoW than's probably healthy for us.
Yeah.
For the first month or two.
Yeah, we're all cooked.
So
Just take some
a break.
time.
Work on yourself. Maybe hit the gym.
Chill.
Go for a run. Take a
Yeah.
walk with the wife or husband.
Yeah. Don't be antsy.
Um,
Don't be antsy. Just chill. Enjoy yourself. You'll be fine.
Yeah, take some time.
What's a break?
That's true.
Lance wouldn't know. He works 24/7.
I wouldn't know. I don't even play the game to take a break. This is my normal.
Lance has never played World of Warcraft. This is all a lie.
I literally actually have never logged in. If you guys have ever seen any of my characters, it's actually Star she's playing.
True.
So I'm just here to talk about this thing.
But all right, guys. Much love. God bless every single one of you. Be safe. Stay safe. Don't do anything crazy. And come back, kids. We'll see you in the next one.